I told you I'm a truck.
I think you're all Gucci. Okay, y'all ready? Are you gonna get immersed?
I am so immersed.
I'm ready.
Okay. Alright, so this is how we're gonna generally go about stuff. So for this first part, I'm probably gonna have to, because you guys are not gonna be together. So I'm probably just gonna have like a little mini thing with each person until stop moving the thing. You guys are gonna be in a certain spot. Outside, around there. How come I can't move this thing? Oh, okay, here we go. You guys are gonna be like around here. Well, you're all gonna meet up around here eventually. But all of your characters, I'm basically just gonna come up with like a mini little thing of like you're on your way to the city, and you're gonna run into each other kind of thing. Okay? So like I'm gonna start off probably with Bella, and then I'll work my way through everyone, and then so how I don't know if you've seen this work in other games or whatever, but basically while I'm RP with Bella, time resets when I go to the next person, and then like time will all line up when you all meet. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So like when I start talking to, let's say, you, Jess, like it'll be at like the same time I started talking to Bella kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yes. Kind of like a choose your own story.
Exactly. So you're all having your little things going on, and then you're all gonna come into it at the same time. But I can't obviously talk to you all at the same time because you're not together at the moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you guys want to know anything in general before I like just started the story and stuff, or did you have any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm pretty good.
You all Gucci?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good luck. Can you hear the music?
Hasn't started yet. You can sort of hear it back there.
Everyone, you can hear it? Stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So we're starting with Natalia. Do you want to just give your quick description of your character for everyone so everyone knows what you look like, I guess?
Okay. I have to like.
Just to put you on the spot.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so Natalia is tall, slender, dark
hold on.
hair.
You don't have to reveal anything you don't want to about your character, just
I know.
your appearance. Okay.
I know. Tall,
I'm just
slender,
letting you know.
dark haired. She is fairly armored, has her trusty two-handed sword. Yeah.
Okay. So, you are going to wake up from a daze. You're kind of slumped up against this tree here. And
John,
what?
you might want to scroll back a little on your character sheet on the Twitch. I can only see the center of the screen.
Good call. I'm going to forget to do that a lot.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, so it's pretty late. It's probably, you don't have a way of telling time, but it's probably close to midnight. So the moon's out a bit, so there's kind of decent light out, but you have dark vision, I think, right? So I've just revealed the whole map. So you can basically see pretty much, but there could be stuff that I'm not showing you, of course. But yeah, this is what you basically see. You're kind of in a daze. You just woke up. And you don't remember exactly how you got to this exact location. It feels like there is a gap in time missing in your memory, but you do remember like who you are and like why you're kind of here after a few minutes, right? So you do realize you don't recall how you have a note in your hand. So I think you've read it ahead of time, but you will just realize you have this now, and you'll feel something a bit of weight on your neck, a necklace that you don't remember getting. So presumably you've gotten these two things in the missing gap of time that you are missing. So as you come to, you can read the note or just tell me what you want to do.
Let me reread this real fast just to refresh my memory.
So Natalia gazes at the note in her hand.
Alright, I guess I'm going to try to look around and try to see if I can figure out which direction I should head to get to the nearest town.
Alright, first roll of the game. Give me a perception check. As you look around and identify your surroundings. Oh my lord, you see the world. Okay. So, as you're looking around, you see in the tree behind you, there is a kind of an arrow pointed, and this the same symbol that's on your neck right below it. And if you look closely at it, it looks like it was carved with like a dull kind of knife, or with that perception check, you probably know it's kind of carved in with some claw, probably from an animal or some other creature. So it's kind of telling you to go along the path to the northwest. And also with that perception check, you see that white square in front of that other tree?
Mm-hmm.
You see that's a cage, and there are animals trapped in there. There's like a rabbit and a squirrel. And they're kind of just like whimpering from this distance. You can probably hear them. They're just like, they sound scared.
Alright, I'm gonna go check out these animals in a cage.
So move your token where you would like to be. So do you want to give me another perception check as you close in on this cage? What the? Disable the hacks, man. Oh my god, way to ruin everything. Okay, well. So, back up a square. Okay, so with that perception check, you notice that there's actually a... I don't know what this is called. It's like the rope noose trap. Like if you step in it, it would have snagged your foot and pulled you up. But you, with that perception check, nothing is... I guess, you know what? The reason you see so good is because you have dark vision and nothing was getting by you apparently. So you notice that there were actually several noose traps around this cage that were set out to trap somebody or something that would investigate the cage. What would you like to do? Would you like to mess with the traps? Would you like to ignore it and just move on?
I think I'm gonna ignore it and move on.
You're gonna leave the little critters to die?
Obviously, someone's gonna come back for it if they set up a fucking trap for these. Well,
I'm not influencing you. Do what you ever want. They're just animals. I don't. Would you care about animals?
not super, and I don't really have a lot I can... Are there sticks on the ground that I can pick up and set off the traps with them?
You can try that and give me a disabled device. See how well you can work out this trap. If you roll another nat 20, I'm just gonna rage quit at this point.
I'm not, don't worry.
Uh, 11. Is that enough? Yes, it is. You can spring one of the traps up, and it'll make like a sound. And you can get to the cage if you want.
Alright. Okay, so do you want another perception check
Well,
here
what are you
to
doing?
see how to open the cage, or...
You want to try and open it? So, okay, so as you go to... Or is that what you're trying to do?
Well, I'd be looking at it first, and trying to make sure there's nothing fishy with these animals. Like, they don't look like they're gonna fucking attack me if I let them out. And
No, they
then
won't.
if that all looked cool, then I would start checking out how I think how it looks like the cage would be open.
So as you're looking at it and you're trying to figure out what's going on with this cage, you hear a whistle. And you're gonna see some shit soon. Whoa, not that. Give me a second. Do you see these guys?
So
Yep.
we can see their health bar or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was gonna say
Okay.
I have health bars on sometimes just because you would see like people's general health and well-being. Like if they look bloodied, you'd tell. If they don't look bloodied, they look like they're
Okay.
full health, quote unquote. You shouldn't see their numbers though, right?
Correct.
Okay. So as you hear the whistle, these guys are going to move in to surround you. So I'll give you give me a perception check to see if you get surprised by this whistle and them coming up to you, and see if you get to act in the surprise round. Nope. Okay. You just hear the whistle, and then I guess you will see what's going on when they're around here. I guess this guy comes out from the front. These two guys, they are just taking cover, but you know they're there. So when this happens, do you immediately say anything? Do you yell out or anything like that? Like, are you startled? Would you like?
Well, so have I only like heard the whistle, or have I noticed the people at this point?
You heard the whistle, and as they whistled, they struck up torches so they can see. So they each have like 30 to 30 foot light around them.
So I'd probably just like put my hands up in like the generic non-threatening like way and just like kind of like take a small step back from the cage.
Okay, make me a save versus death. No, I'm joking. Okay, we're gonna go to someone else here. We're gonna go to Jaeger.
Okay.
Saska. Sask? What's her name?
Saska.
Saska. Okay, Saska, describe what you look like.
I don't know. What do I look like?
Be right back.
Okay, you're not needed for this point.
I am tall and very muscular. I have blonde, kind of dirty blonde hair, and brown eyes. My hair is shoulder length. I am dressed in scale mail, which has been colored the different colors of the. Actually, I probably stick out in the forest if I'm in the forest because they're mostly browns and grays. And I
Okay.
have camo makeup on my face.
All right. So, and you're, did you mention you're a ranger?
I am. Sure, I'm a ranger.
Okay, so that's just evident because you would be out here at this hour hunting for furs because you've been hunting furs here for the past few days. You've been making a lot of money because there's a lot of people in Prontera for this festival on the announcement of the new heir to the throne and all that. So
Okay.
you live in the area, correct? So you're always been around in the area?
If this is the hills, yes. I make my home in hilly areas.
I mean the hills. There's the hills where the mines are, which is like a day away. Like,
Okay.
I assume you would be here just to make money. Then you don't like live here, I guess, but you know the
Either
area.
either that or in transit.
Okay, so you discovered it's pretty easy pickings for a half elf here. You can hunt pretty easily compared to the humans. So you heard around town that some people were getting angry that you were kind of claiming there was a shortage in animals around because you've been snagging them all up and making all the money. So you heard rumors that some humans were planning to do something about it. And to avoid this, you started hunting at more in the later hours where you know humans can't see as well as you can. Because you have dim
Okay.
light, right?
That is correct. I have low light vision. Yes.
Okay. So as you're doing your thing, hunting in the area, you hear a sharp whistle because it's pretty quiet. You were hunting, you were being silent. You hear a sharp whistle, and if you want to give me a perception check.
I changed to my character sheet and I forgot I got macros.
Okay, so it's pretty dim lit out, but you can see twice as far as humans, correct? So you see 100.
Yes.
How far can you see with dim light?
I think I can see 120 feet, but
I
it
think
might
so.
be as little as 60. So
Well, either way, you would see torches being struck up after the whistle. So
okay.
you can do what you want decide from that information.
I will I will go into stealth mode and make my way over.
Okay, so I forgot to say the light is probably about 100 feet away. So if you want to give me a stealth check as you make your way to the area. Oh my lord. Okay. So you can get... I'm going to give you your token here, and I'll show you how far you get with no one knowing where you are. Well, you think they don't know where you are, but I think you can tell with that check.
Actually, I'm not supposed to know.
I know, but you felt like you're doing pretty stealth. Okay, so let me see how far you can get. Okay, you can get 60 feet, and you can pretty much hear and see everything that's going on, and you're kind of hiding behind this tree a bit.
Okay.
So as you come up on the scene, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did they look like? What do they look like? They look like they're going to attack her.
So far, there are what they do. The three guys over here that are surrounding this young lady, they have rapiers drawn, and if you give me a perception check when you hop up on the scene, I'll see if you notice anything else as you're keenly observing. Okay, you notice that there's two guys with their bows drawn at her, and it looks like no one has paid attention to you at all. They don't look like they've seen you or anything.
Okay.
As the situation is unfolding, you can clearly tell that this is a threatening situation as they've surrounded this lady and they have weapons drawn, but you don't hear anything yet. At this point, I'm going to switch to Jess's character.
Okay,
All right.
because I'm about to attack.
Well, hold on then.
Especially if are they humans?
They are human. You can tell they are humans. Okay. They would be, as you know, bandits on the road kind of thing. And you can put two and two together. You would surmise that these are the humans that were threatening to do something to you, basically.
Okay. So this is as far as I can get before you switch to Jess. Is that correct?
Correct. Well, I assumed you were going to draw
you.
your bow or something, so I'm switching to someone else right now.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
So, Jess, your
Yes.
character's name is...
Shirase Hino.
Shirase Hino. Okay. So, you mentioned you were traveling from Geffen all the way here to see the celebrations and all that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, if this makes sense, you can stop me and alter it if you want, but the way I imagine this is you were in a hurry because you had heard that catfolk delegation was arriving in Geffen, and you wanted to basically piece the F out before they got there and kind of talk to you and stuff. So you just took your possessions and headed out immediately. Is that fair to say?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so you did you say you didn't travel much, right? This would be your first big adventure here, traveling all the way from Geffen to here, right?
Yes. So basically, my extent of travel was when I went from my homeland to Geffen, and I haven't really done a lot of travel since then. I'm more of like a book.
Okay. So you'd be a little scared about being on the road alone, and you made the decision to push through the night and just get to Prontera as quickly as possible. You were in the town before, and it was getting dark, and you figured you were talking to people around there, and they said, "Oh, it's pretty close. You can make it there if you travel through the night and stuff." But they kind of recommended it might be a little dangerous. But you're kind of that new adventurer. You didn't really think twice about it. You just wanted to get to the town because it's actually the celebration is tomorrow, so you didn't want to miss it. So you decided to push through. And as you're traveling, you notice you're pretty close to the city from your knowledge, and I don't know if you'd have a map on you. Probably you'd have a map, so you'd know you're pretty close. And as you're getting close, you're about 60. I'll say you're about 120 feet away. You have low light vision, right?
Yes, I do.
when you see a bunch of torches in the distance being struck up suddenly, and you notice it's on the path that is the well-traveled road to Prontera. What would you like to do?
Uh, I would probably. My character's a little naive, so I probably would go towards the lights, thinking it might be other travelers or something like that going towards the.
Okay. Do you do anything like approaching quietly and stealthily, or do you just kind of walk up like normal, nothing's going on?
I would probably still approach, stealthily, because obviously, what if it's the catfolk delegate?
Hmm,
If they were waiting on me or something, I would
that's
still want to
true.
be cautious and see who it was, but I wouldn't really think anything other than it was other.
Okay, do you want to give me a stealth check then? Let's see how stealthily you can travel to the path.
Go kitty cat stealth.
Oof.
I get 3 from the cat familiar.
Oh, that's not in the roll?
Uh,
It is in the roll.
oh, is it in the roll? I didn't know.
You have a
Yeah.
plus
Okay.
4 right now. Is that your total, I guess?
Yeah, I see it. It's the 3 in the misc. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to make some checks here. Because these guys are distracted by Bella. They're about to talk to her. So, if you give me a second, I'm going to do some checkies. Natalia, yeah, sorry. Same thing. Okay. So, as you approach, I'm going to give you your token. Let me know when you can see it. Should be there at the edge of the map.
I can see it.
Can
Just
you
gotta find
see
it. Yes, I see it.
You might have to zoom in a bit on the map. Sorry, it's a little far.
That's okay.
So as you get to that point exactly, these bandits will notice you. And as you approach, you kind of see the situation. You can clearly see this is not a nice situation. These guys have their weapons drawn and they're surrounding this lady. And they turn to you. And I'm switching to Jose's character. How do we say your name, Jose?
Escanor
Escanor. Okay.
Salazar.
All right. So, do you want to give a quick description of what your dude looks like?
He's tall, muscular, has dark hair with dark eyes.
That's it.
He um,
What kind of weapons does he use?
he uses a scimitar and a shield.
Okay.
And he does carry a longbow on his back.
Ooh. Okay, very nice. All right, so correct me if I'm wrong in any of your stories. So, you are native to Prontera, correct?
Yes, native
Okay.
to Prontera, born in the capital.
Okay. And you would have you made a name for yourself as a lot of the common people call you the defender of the people, right?
Correct.
So, a day before this is all happening, a lot of, not a lot, maybe like 3 or 4 kind of commoner people will seek you out, and they will let you know that there are bandits on the path that are making people pay a toll to enter the city, trying to take advantage of the festival going on and random travelers coming through who aren't usually coming guarded and stuff like that. And the city guard has been unresponsive because they are super busy with the influx of people in the city, so they do not want to spare any men for like the squabbles of a few commoner people. But you, being the defender of the people, you I don't want to tell you what your character would do. What would you want to do if people started complaining about this? Would you want to take it upon yourself to do maybe a quick little patrol of the road to see if you could help anyone entering the city?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, as this is the last night to get into the city, pretty much before the celebrations and stuff tomorrow, you are wandering around the main path to the city, and as you're walking by, you hear you hear a whistle out of the silence of the night, and in the bit of distance away, you can see lights suddenly pop up. And this is about the area where you were getting those few people telling you that there were bandits kind of holding up people on the road. What would you like to do?
I would unsheath my sword and grab my shield and get closer.
Do you want to do anything as you're approaching? Like, do you want to try and be stealthy, or do you want to just kind of charge right in and announce your presence? Like, what's your approach tactic?
I would walk right in.
Walk right in? Sounds good. I'm going to give you your token. Do you see it? It should be in the bottom left.
Yes.
Okay. So I will say you get to... So you're just walking straight in, right?
Yes.
Give me a moment. I'm going to make some checks to see if anyone notices you. Okay. So as you get to about here, where you're kind of against the tree and you're assessing the situation as you come up here, you clearly see... give me a perception check, and we'll see what you see when you come up here. Okay, nice. So you definitely see these three guys surrounding this girl. You see they have their weapons drawn. It looks like they have like a dagger or a rapier on them. And yeah, that's all you see. Do you announce your presence, or do you keep going forward? This is clearly it's clear what's going on. It's clearly like a stick up or whatever. Like, you know she's in trouble.
It's a shakedown.
I would definitely announce my presence and get closer.
What do you say?
I would say, "You there, what do you think you're doing?"
Okay, so I'll say you get to about here when you say that. So now we're going to go back to Natalia. So before everyone has arrived on the scene, there's going to be like a small conversation that they're going to have with you, and then everyone will get to do their actions. So as you like kind of raise your hands and these guys surround you, one of them, the one right in front of you to the north, if I can ping this guy here, he speaks up, kind of presenting himself to be the leader. He comes up to you and says, I'm gonna do my best bandit voice. What we got here, boys? And then one of the other guys will behind you be like, she don't look like no elf. And this guy will angrily retort back to him and say, I'll tell you what she looks like. Don't tell me. What's a pretty girl like you doing in these woods? Were you looking for an elf around here? What are you doing here?
I'll respond to them. Whoa there, boys. Didn't mean to impede on your territory, just trying to get to town.
To town? Oh, for the celebration. Odd time to be making your way into town. Almost like you didn't want to be seen. Well, none of my business. You just pay the toll and be on your way.
I'll raise an eyebrow at him. I'm sorry, what toll?
Oh, you haven't heard we're the official toll bearers of Frontera. It's just a measly 20 gold pieces and you'll be on your way.
Funny, I haven't heard of a toll outside of Frontera before.
Give me a perception check, Natalia.
forgot I don't have macros for these. Hold on.
No worries. Don't make fun of my voice. Okay, so as you're talking to him, because you're facing him, you will see a figure emerge from the tree behind him, and he's knocking. Saska, you're knocking an arrow.
That is correct. I want to know how close I can get before I'm seen.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. But you see him knocking an arrow. Do you wish to make any motion to him, or?
Nope.
Okay, so we will go to. So how close do you want to get? So right where you are right now, no one has. You can tell no one is noticing you. You see everyone on the field, and you don't see anyone looking in
I'd
your
like
direction.
to be right about there.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'll use your old stealth check. And give me a moment. I'm making some checks to see if these guys notice you.
And I'd also like to know, can I see those guys over there?
You did see them before. These
Okay.
two, you did see that they had arrows knocked and they were aiming at Natalia. So yeah, you as you approach and you have your arrow drawn or your bow drawn and your arrow knocked, you see everyone's attention is all on Natalia. They have not seen you.
Okay. So would you like to roll initiative? Because I'm going to attack.
Yeah. So everyone's gonna roll initiative. Saskia is gonna get a surprise round on the bandits. Everyone else is noticed and will be in normal initiative order.
Oh man, all my good rolls are gone.
Give me a moment. We're gonna get some music as you guys have chosen to fuck up the bandits.
And I just want to make sure I can see that they're human. Is that correct?
That is correct. You have noticed that
Okay.
they are human.
Because my character wouldn't blindly attack something that's not human.
Nope, they are definitely human.
Okay,
I'm just
so
gonna-
I do want to let you know that I have chosen human as my favorite enemy, so I don't have a buff prepared, but I get +2 against humans. Maybe I do have a buff prepared. I do.
All right, Saska, your first act of the surprise round.
I'm sorry.
No worries. Oh yeah, okay, because Escanor, because you announced your presence, you were able to get up to here at the time this was going on. You would have approached this way. You'll be right there when battle starts.
Okay.
You, however, have not seen the two archers in the back.
Okay.
So you just
So
think
do
there's
you?
three.
What would you like me to do? I on my buff, I don't have in there that I actually get +2 attack and damage. You just want me to just remind you, or you want me to take time and fix my buff?
Whatever you'd like. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so I get +2 on attack and damage roll against these guys.
Okay. +2 to hit and +2 damage? Is that what you're
That
saying?
is correct.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to make an attack roll on this guy.
Sorry, who?
This guy.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, he's not close enough. Okay. I hit armor class 18, and I do 4 points of damage.
You strike the bandit, and he is surprised to take an arrow in the back. And he looks bloody. Oh, did that change all of their HP?
Yep.
Yes, it did.
Huh.
That was some arrow.
Right? Ricochet shot.
Okay, well, ignore the HP bars, I guess. I don't know how to fix that right now.
And I literally say I make as little noise as possible. If possible, I don't even want them to know that I'm there. I'm sure they'll spot me, but I'm not like, unhand her. Nope, I am not chivalrous at all. I literally shoot him in the back.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to fix this, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna fix my buff.
I did not think it would update everyone at once. I did not foresee this. Come on, roll 20. Getting some major lag.
I didn't know if you want an update on the Twitch. The Twitch stream looks great.
Cool.
The overlay looks awesome. I can see the turn order. I see everyone on the screen. Got my short bow damage. Looks great.
Okay, I think everyone is good now. Okay, you've done damage to this guy and he is pissed. He got an arrow in the back. Okay, this bandit, the archer bandit, is gonna go. And he's surprised to see the elf that they were looking for shoot, but then he sees these random other people too. A random guy coming out with his shield and sword. And he's kind of freaked out, so he's just gonna shoot at the guy who hurt his buddy with an arrow. Oof. Does a 20 hit you?
20 does hit me, yes.
3 points of damage. And it's your turn again. So the guy that just shot you, if you care, was this guy over here.
I am going to charge. I gotta drop. There's too many people that can hit me from there, so I'm basically gonna drop my bow and charge as I'm drawing my greatsword.
Okay. Who are you going for? The archers? Or are you charging this guy? Okay.
Shit, I can't make it to him. Oh no, I can, because all I need to do is get to there, right?
Yeah. You just need to be within 5 feet of him. And I believe you have to go in a straight line. Nothing can be in your way, which nothing is, so...
That's 5. Yes, I will charge that guy and make an attack against him with my scythe. And it is a combat, the actual maneuver charge.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to look up the rules for that.
Was it +2 to hit?
I believe I get +2 to hit, but I get -2 on my armor class.
Correct. That's how I understand it. So what, do you have
Okay,
+4 to hit from favored
I
enemy?
know. I have my buff figured in now. So
Okay.
it's going to be this roll +2 for charge. See ya.
Yeah, he is... You take the scythe and you kind of slice right through his gut, and he falls over, and he is out of the game.
All
of
right.
life.
And I actually haven't moved my full movement, so can I move the rest of my
I
movement?
don't think you can
or no?
move if you charge. Could be wrong on that.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. No, I'm okay with that. All I was going to do was step up to the other guy, so.
I'm pretty sure you can't take a move action and a charge. Is it-
Okay. My turn is done.
Okay.
Again, silent. You know, even when I run, people probably can't even hear me run. I basically just charge up, cut this guy in half, and turn to look at the next guy, and kind of swing, twirl the scythe around a little bit, like flinging the blood off of it, and get ready to attack.
Okay. I'm actually going to make a roll here. Okay. These guys are not afraid of you. So this bandit here, he notices this guy just announcing his presence, and he's going to move to you to make an attack with his rapier. Oof! As he's going to strike you, he trips on a rock, and he drops his rapier on the floor, provoking an attack of opportunity for you. So you get a free attack on him. Escanor. The scimitar will miss, but your shield bashes him for 6 bludgeoning damage. And he looks bloodied.
Oh, I wanted to ask you if you were not reminded, but told Jose that you made more than one macro for him, just in case he doesn't want to ever make double attack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jose, did you see those macros I gave you?
I did.
Yeah. So I think I gave you like single attacks, one for your bow and one for the double attack.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So it's this bandit's turn, and he is kind of scared. His friend just died, and the other dude just took a fumble, and he's looking around. He sees a weird cat in the distance, and he is going to drop his weapons and flee. So he can... How far can he move? He can run 60 feet. So he's going to book it to his buddies, provoking the attack of opportunity from you, Sasuke. I'm going to keep saying Sasuke. Sasuke?
Sorry, so he's gonna book it towards his buddies?
Yeah,
Okay,
he crossed
I will
your
take
range.
Okay. In the same motion as flicking the blood off my scythe, I bring it around for a basically hit him in the back.
Oof, you hit him in the back, and he falls before his friends.
Nice. I'm stealing wits rolls. Sorry.
And I was scared these guys were going to give you trouble.
Well, come on. I've gotten 2 good rolls in a row. And Jose has left the bad rolls behind.
Escanor, you're up. This guy's bloody in front of you. His weapon's on the ground, and he's looking terrified up at you. Actually, before you go to strike him or do whatever you're going to do, he's going to say to you, "Please, I was just following orders."
Whose orders?
The elf killed him. He's dead. I just want to go home.
Well, then you shouldn't have attacked the pretty lady, should you?
He's kind of just at your mercy. His weapon's on the floor, and he's looking at you, puppy dog eyes, begging for his life.
With nothing else to say, I strike.
He falls to the ground after your sword slices his arm and drops him. No mercy. This guy seeing the carnage on the battlefield, he is booking it. Not that way. Okay, so he's going to be off map. Do you guys want to chase this guy, or are you going to let him go?
I mean, I don't care.
Just
As long
because
as
I'm going to just take him off the map if you guys aren't going to pursue him. Cause he's...
Eventually, I'm going to, but not at the moment.
Okay, I'll keep him on the map, then I'll say he moves here. That's his turn. I'm going to butcher your name millions of times.
Shirase.
Shirase. Miss Hino, how about that? There's only one guy left, and I don't remember if I told you saw him, but you'll probably see him at this point.
Okay.
Everyone else is dead or has booked it. Only one guy has
So-
booked it. And he's looking scared. He's looking like he's about to drop his things and run too.
Well, he's too far away for me to do anything really about him. But I am going to move a little bit closer to the group, and I will cast guidance. So let's see.
I believe guidance is a touch, so you gotta touch someone.
So, do you want help, or do you just want to find things out as they happen?
I'll take any help.
So, guidance is a touch spell, and you must have permission from the person you are touching to cast that on.
Well, then I'll just move because I won't get close enough to touch anybody. I'm kind of far back.
So you can take a double move on your turn if you want, or you can take a single move. It's up to you. Move as much as you want.
Okay. Oh, well, it helps if I've got my thing selected here. Alright, and that's my turn.
Alright, Natalia's turn. Some weird people have just jumped out of nowhere and helped you out of the situation. And they kind of, you were thinking to yourself, maybe you didn't even need their help. How quickly these guys fell. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm doing math here.
So much math.
Yeah. I remember the range. Oh, okay, this is a long ass. Alright, I'm gonna shoot the one that's still left with my.
He's looking terrified at you and is looking like
I'll
he's
give
about to
him an
run.
Evil fucking smile. Oh my god!
Your arrow flies past him, but he's still looking scared.
Jesus!
Oh, geez, that
Just like,
your
it was a
turn?
warning shot!
You meant to do that?
You hit the other guy who's dead already. See that shit? That could be you.
Alright, he's gonna book it as well. He only
I'm going to
can-
chase. So
Alright. Sasuke's turn. They are headed towards the city. This is the direction of the city. You would know this.
wow, they're completely out of sight at this point, right?
How far is this for you? You will be able to see, it's dim light out, so you can see 120 feet. I think, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so I'm probably not going to go the entire distance, but if they're literally running and they keep running, I'm going to probably double move to about here. And if I see them continuing to run, I will just stop at that point.
So you're not, did you take a full move?
I actually moved more. You know, how you can move double your move, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't actually have an action left.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah, I do not have an
Are
action
you
left.
saying anything
I'm
to
gonna
them?
watch them run. No, at
Okay.
this point, I'm just watching. I'm making sure they're gonna keep moving because I can always track them down and kill them later.
Okay. Escanor, your turn. There's a dead body at your feet. No mercy for the bandit.
Can I search his body?
You can.
I'm guessing at this point, initiative is over.
Yeah, we can. If you guys aren't gonna, is anyone else planning on following them? They're just gonna run to the city.
No.
Okay. So we can step out of combat in a second. Let me just get rid of these guys.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way back over to the beautiful woman. And right about here, I will
Give me it.
rip the arrow out of myself.
Jesus. Okay, give me a second. We are getting rid of some battle music because you guys just destroyed this.
I want to kneel down and see if I can't free the animals. Is the cage locked?
Okay. So, sorry, hold on. We are out of combat. Normal music's back. Natalia has all these random people around her. You guys all are random people to each other. And yes, you all notice there is a trap cage in here. Hold on. Which trap did you disable, Natalia?
The one that of the square she's standing in.
Okay. So I will... Oops. Not get that. You're dead.
Delete cats.
Okay.
How dare you look at those animals?
So, yeah, there's a cage and it is unlocked. It's just one of those little handle lock things that you can open up if you want. The animals inside are very scared. It's a rabbit and a squirrel.
I open up the cage and let the little critters
They
go.
dart out as soon as you open it.
Yeah, I draw my bow. No.
I mean, you would want... These are the creatures that you usually would hunt in this area. That's why they set this up for you, a trap for you. Is what you as you see those critters run, you put two and two together, and you know that this was meant for you. This whole thing.
Okay, I come walking up. I give Escanora slightly look, and I look at the woman, the females, and I say, "What are you all doing out here? It's the middle of the night, and this is a dangerous forest."
Hold on. Shrise, can you make me a perception check as you step through there?
Sure.
Oof. Okay, so before you take a step through there, you see that there are several of these traps that you saw. The one sprung trap that was disabled earlier, so you see there's a bunch of them around here. So you would avoid it. So just continue walking to wherever you want to go. But yeah, you notice these traps now, and you guys can continue now.
So
they're just for the record, they're just like small little noose traps. Like if you put your foot in it, it would close in on your foot and raise you up to the tree.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, so I am kind of bewildered seeing, battle up close for the first time, and I'm like, what was that all about?
Yeah, you guys, you actually say that out loud?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm look at the other people and like, what was that all about?
Right. So when you guys see her, you have heard of catfolk, but you have not seen one probably in your lifespan. Well, I don't know about Natalia, but definitely Escanor. This is a rare sight for you. You've definitely heard of catfolk, but you've never seen one. I'm not sure if Sasuke, if you have came across a catfolk in your lifetime, but
It depends on if the elves had educated me on.
they would have. You would have heard of them. I don't know if you would have seen one though.
I look at her bewildered.
Okay, I go. Whoa! Oh wait, sorry.
I
I
look
do-
at the other two, wondering if they realize it's a talking.
Yeah, I will make my way over and basically. I'm probably staring, but trying not to look like I'm staring. I can make a charisma check if you'd like.
Yeah, try to hide that you're staring at her. Sorry, I was just rolling for what the bandit has. Yeah, you're pretty obvious. She knows you're looking at her. Sure, you can tell that this. You definitely know what he is. He looks like a half elf to you, and he's staring at you like you're a weirdo.
So I also want to let you know that I am hiding the fact that I'm a half elf.
You are hiding it. What's your?
I am hiding it. But no, I'm not hooded, but I don't
you not
have
have
the
elf ears?
elven eyes. I do have elf ears, but I have my hair combed down over it.
Okay. So you just.
I
See
mean,
this-
it's not terribly difficult to figure out, but
Okay, so if you're not, if you're not really looking at him, you won't know. But if you give him a good hard look after he's staring at you, you notice he's staring at you. You can kind of see he's definitely not a full human. You see there's something off about him, but you're not sure what. I guess.
Okay. So I probably like whisper whatever the word for catfolk is in Elven, like not even realizing that I'm whispering it.
Okay.
And I believe. Yes, I speak Elven, so I know what
so
you're
you understand him. So you can respond to him if you want, or say something in Elven or something.
Okay, so I say to him in Elven, "Oh, have you met more of my kind?" I'm kind of thinking about the delegation and wondering if, I'm just kind of trying to find out if anyone else has seen someone like me.
I elbow the guy next to me harshly and say, "Stop staring."
Okay. My eye when she speaks Elven at me, my the eyes sort of open up wide and my eyebrows kind of shoot towards my hairline.
So Escanor,
And then
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I
No,
was
that's
gonna say,
basically it.
I just
She
wanted
elbows me and I go oof. And I look to her and I say to Bella's character in Elven, I say the word Elven with a question mark.
She just hears some random. Natalia, I don't know. Give me a linguistics check if you want to try and understand it, or if you wouldn't care what he's saying.
I do not give a shit. I'll
Okay,
just raise an eyebrow at him and not respond.
you hear a strange tongue, but you know it's from. It's not like super rare. Like you have an idea. It's probably relate. You hear them both speaking it. You know, it's probably like one of the common races' tongue. You can surmise probably Elven because it's not common and it's not Dwarvish. So the most other likely one is Elvish, but you're not sure. So Escanor, you said you looked on the bandit. So there's nothing on that bandit that was in front of you, but I'll say you were kind of not really. You weren't really super preoccupied with these random strangers just bickering and stuff, and you were just checking the bodies of these bandits. And when you come up to the bandit captain, you find a pouch full of 30 gold pieces. And if you all are looking at him, you will just see him looking at the body and pulling out a pouch of something.
I noticed, but I'm more interested in why they're out here. So I say, regardless, you should all not be out here. You should let me lead you back to town. And I sort of, I don't have it on my character sheet, but I'll put it on there if you want. The Brotherhood of Kala have a medallion that they all wear, and I'll basically thumb it out from under my shirt. I am Brotherhood of Kala.
So Escanor and Charissa, you do know this symbol. This brotherhood is known throughout the land, and they are known to do like good stuff around. There's nothing to fear from them, and forging one of these symbols would be extremely rare. So you have no reason to believe he means you any ill will. Natalia, you have not heard of these people before.
I'll just say to him, why I'm out here is my own business, but if you're offering to lead me to town, I won't turn it down.
Okay. So, yeah, go ahead.
I relax visibly a little bit when I see the emblem because, again, I'm kind of on edge just from all of that I've seen. And I say I would appreciate an escort. I'm actually headed into town. You know, I was just trying to make it there so that I could rest up before the celebration tomorrow.
Okay. So
And I
Escanor,
chime in and say,
Yeah.
let me help escort you. 2 guards are better than 1.
the defender of the people. Make
And
sure
I
you
look
add the
over
30 gold to your
towards-
character sheet.
Towards Natalia. Not that you need.
All right. So do you guys just continue along the path to the city?
I narrow my eyes a little bit at the human, make a derisive sniff, and basically point back towards the city. It's this way.
Yeah. So do you guys go together to the city?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yes, and I need to use the restroom.